I mean, here it is the natural instinct, and here is control. You are to combine the two in harmony. Not, if you have one to the extreme, you will be very unscientific. If you have another to the extreme, you become all of a sudden a mechanical man, no longer a human being. So it is a successful combination of both. So therefore, it is not only, so therefore it's not pure naturalness or unnaturalness. The ideal is unnatural naturalness or natural unnaturalness.
Yin yang, eh?
Right, man, that's it.
What's Bruce Lee's natural unnaturalness? What does this mean? What is natural unnaturalness or unnatural naturalness? As Bruce Lee said in an interview, during the interview, it was actually summed up by the man interviewing him. It was summed up as yin and yang, the unification of the two. Bruce Lee speaks of control and instinct and how the two need to be combined in harmony. One should not be to the extreme. Too much control leads to a mechanical man, as he put it, and relying too much on the other makes one too unscientific. Yin and yang are relativistic concepts of Taoist philosophy. One must not forget, and are not absolute concepts. One thing can be yin in comparison to another thing that is yang, and the same thing that is yin can be yang in comparison to another thing. Another explanation would be if you had a building with 5 floors, the second floor will be yang relative to the first floor and yin relative to the third floor. However, what Bruce Lee is alluding to in the interview is a reference to what is known in traditional Chinese martial arts as Xin and Yi. The two terms are terms you would come across when studying internal traditional Chinese martial arts. There is the style of Qin Yi Chuan and its myriad of versions, Xing Yi Chuan or Yi Chuan. The concept of Qin refers to the emotions, for some the ego. Nonetheless, to be clear, when referring to emotions, it is the monkey mind, the mind arising from our reptilian brain or our animal self. What makes a human an animal like any other? It is here that the instinct to protect, survive, and much more comes from. It is here that our instinct arises from, and it is a part of us that is guided by emotions. Our logical mind sometimes justifies this action arising from a monkey mind. Then there's E. This is our wisdom mind, the part where you think, the logical mind. It can also be translated as intent in English. By harmonizing both minds, one establishes a state of calmness that internally relaxes the tendons, ligaments, and sinews, etc. Now, the warrior whose mind is calmer and is more present and not riddled with overthought or pent-up emotion is more likely to win a fight. A lot can be written about the above concepts, or the concepts of Xin and Yi, but one can only really grasp it with daily practice.
I'm seeing, but I'm not watching. You can't process. If you process, you're behind. There's no processing. It's reacting the whole time.